Prince Andrew's billionaire lifestyle, exploring the truth behind his finances. Welcome, royal watchers, to Crown Chronicles, your ultimate royal destination, where we uncover the secrets, scandals, and stunning truths behind the British monarchy. If you love diving deep into royal mysteries and discovering what really happens behind the palace walls, make sure you subscribe, tap that notification bell, and stay tuned till the end, because today's story might just be one of the most shocking revelations yet. We're talking about none other than Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, the Queen's once favorite son, now the royal family's most controversial figure. Despite being stripped of his royal duties and surrounded by scandal, Andrew continues to live a life that seems straight out of a billionaire's playbook. Private mansions, luxury cars, endless golf trips, and quiet getaways to some of the world's most exclusive destinations, all this, while the rest of the royals are tightening their belts under King Charles's slimmed-down monarchy. So, the question everyone's been asking is simple: where exactly is Prince Andrew getting his money from? Because according to official records, the Duke's royal income ended years ago. Since stepping back from public duties after the infamous 2019 BBC Newsnight interview, the one that tanked his reputation, Andrew no longer receives taxpayer funding from the sovereign grant. His only known steady income should come from his Navy pension, reportedly around £20,000 a year. But somehow, that doesn't quite explain how he continues to maintain a lavish lifestyle that appears to cost millions. Let's start with Royal Lodge, his sprawling 30-room mansion nestled in Windsor Great Park. The property is worth an estimated £30 million, and Andrew still lives there with all the luxuries of royal life, full-time staff, extensive grounds, and the same grandeur you'd expect from a senior royal. Officially, he holds a 75-year lease on the property, originally signed for a one-time payment of around £1 million, plus annual maintenance costs said to exceed £250,000. But when rumors began circulating earlier this year that he had fallen behind on payments and that King Charles wanted him to move into a smaller residence, perhaps Frogmore Cottage, the former home of Prince Harry and Meghan, Andrew reportedly refused to budge. Sources close to him said he was digging in his heels and felt entitled to stay. Now, that sense of entitlement is part of what makes Andrew such a polarizing figure. For decades, he's been known as the royal with a taste for the finer things: expensive suits, high-end cigars, flashy watches, and globe-trotting adventures. During his time as the UK's special trade envoy, he was often spotted hobnobbing with billionaires, oil magnates, and international tycoons. And while that job was meant to promote British business abroad, it also introduced him to a world of unimaginable wealth and privilege. Some of those connections, though, turned out to be disastrous. His friendship with Jeffrey Epstein, the disgraced financier whose crimes shocked the world, not only destroyed his reputation but also exposed a network of relationships that many royal watchers now believe may have played a role in financing parts of his lifestyle. After his disastrous legal settlement with Virginia Giuffre, reportedly costing him over £12 million, people began to wonder, how could a man with no active royal income and a modest pension afford such a massive payout? At first, rumors suggested that his mother, the late Queen Elizabeth II, quietly helped him settle the case, wanting to protect the monarchy from further damage. Others speculated that private friends of Andrew, wealthy businesspeople from his trade envoy days, may have contributed behind the scenes. The palace, of course, denied any use of public funds, but to this day, the details remain murky, and that's not all. According to insiders, Andrew still enjoys the perks of high society: dinners at exclusive clubs, weekends in the countryside, and quiet luxury vacations far from the paparazzi's eyes. He's known to have friends with private jets, yachts, and sprawling estates across Europe and the Middle East. Some have even claimed that his lifestyle is maintained by favors and friendships that money can't officially explain. One former royal staffer put it bluntly: Andrew has always lived like a billionaire, even when he wasn't one. He's surrounded himself with people who make that possible. But behind the glitz and privilege, there's growing unease within the royal family. King Charles, determined to modernize and protect the monarchy's image, is said to be deeply uncomfortable with his brother's ongoing lavish habits. The king has been pushing for accountability and transparency within royal finances, and Andrew's lifestyle stands out like a sore thumb. Earlier this year, reports surfaced that Charles had been quietly cutting off certain financial channels to his brother, pushing him to become more self-sufficient. But Andrew, it seems, has no intention of downsizing his royal way of life. He believes he's earned the right to live as he pleases, said one palace insider. He doesn't see himself as disgraced, only misunderstood. That attitude, however, is making life inside the royal family increasingly strained. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, his daughters, have reportedly been caught in the middle, fiercely loyal to their father, but aware that his public image continues to cast a long shadow over their own reputations, and while Andrew remains largely out of the public eye, the curiosity around his money has never faded. Some royal watchers believe he's relying on old investments or trust funds set up decades ago by the Queen and Prince Philip. Others think he's quietly selling assets to keep up appearances. There have even been whispers about foreign financial ties, though, of course, no evidence has ever surfaced to support that claim. The truth, it seems, is a closely guarded royal secret. But one thing's for certain, the image of Prince Andrew living a billionaire lifestyle while holding no official royal role continues to infuriate the public. Especially in a time when the monarchy is trying to prove it's in touch with modern Britain, where most people are struggling with rising costs and financial uncertainty. To some, Andrew represents the worst of royal privilege, the idea that titles and connections can insulate someone from accountability. To others, he's a tragic figure, a man whose choices destroyed his career, but who can't quite let go of the life he once knew. Either way, the story of Prince Andrew's finances isn't just about money, it's about power, pride, and the extraordinary bubble of royal life that refuses to burst. As the monarchy enters a new era under King Charles, the question remains, will Andrew finally be forced to live like an ordinary man, or will he continue living like a billionaire in exile, quietly funded by the ghosts of his royal past? Because in the world of royalty, appearances are everything, and behind the walls of Royal Lodge, appearances are the one luxury Prince Andrew will never give up. Thank you for watching Crown Chronicles. If you found this royal deep dive fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more royal revelations and behind-the-scenes truths from Britain's most powerful family. The palace may close its doors, but here at Crown Chronicles, we always find a way in.